Hello, this is Steve Hulbert, and in this video I'm going to be discussing a problem with US to UK date conversion in Excel. So let's just describe the problem. Imagine that a US colleague has sent you a file that contains some dates. It's a CSV file. I'm going to show it you first in Notepad because Notepad doesn't make any change to the file itself. So to do that, I'll right click, open with Notepad. So here's the file, and we see that it has, on each row there are two fields. There's the contact ID and the second field is date, and they're separated by this comma, hence the CSV. And there are effectively 5 records. The first one is contact ID 1809. The date is May 27th. Remember, this comes from the US, so it's in US date format. So we see that the dates in this file are the 27th of May, 21st of June, and the last two records are the same, 21st of June, and then the 3rd of June. So that's the actual data. So all of the dates are between the 27th of May and the 21st of June. So let's close that down now, and let's open it up in Excel. So Excel attempts now to convert the dates to UK date format. It recognizes that these look very much like dates, and it makes a best guess at updating or translating the date to UK date format. Now it can't do anything with 4 of the dates because it looks at the date and says, just a minute, there's not a month 27, so I'll leave it as it is. It does that for these 4, but for this one it sees, yes, 03, that must be March, and so this is the 6th of March. And it translates the date from being the 3rd of June to being the 6th of March. Now it looks the same, so an American looking at this would say that is June 3rd. But Excel does not think this is June 3rd, and I'll prove that now by switching the filter on. So if we go to Sort and Filter over here in Editing, and then when we pick Filter here, and then we take the drop down. Now what Excel 2010 does, and I think 2007 before it, is it attempts to show a sort of English version of the date. So it'll let you select with year and the month name and so on. And we'll see here it thinks that in this data set it's got a date of the 6th of March. And if we cancel that, it proves that it thinks this date here in cell B4 is the 6th of March, whereas in reality it's the 3rd of June. So as we can see, it's very, very confusing and difficult for people in the UK because some dates are converted and other dates are not converted. So basically it doesn't work. So how do we get around this problem? Well, the first thing we do is we don't open up the CSV file in Excel like we did with my example. Instead, what we do is we have a brand new worksheet. So we do new blank workbook, and instead of opening up the CSV file, we do a data import. So we go to Data, and then under the Get External Data, we do From Text. Here's the same file again. It's gone straight there because it knows I was there before. And I'll just click and open the CSV file. Now we get this dialog. It's the Text Import Wizard, and there are 3 steps. The first step's very, very simple. We just click Next because it knows it's dealing with a delimited file. The second one is we're saying, how is the file delimited? What actually is the character between each of the columns? And the answer is it's a comma. So we untick Tab and tick comma. Okay, now as soon as we tick that comma, it knows now it's dealing with 2 different fields, and you can actually see it happening here. It's got a line between the 2. Now we click Next. Now finally, and this is the key step, it now has, in the data preview, we've now got 2 different columns, and I can actually click between these columns with my mouse, and the relevant column turns black when it's highlighted. Now the first column, Contact ID, I don't care about that. It's not an important column in terms of format. It's the date column I'm interested in, so I select the date format by left clicking the mouse there. And now over in the column data format box here, I'm going to say it's a date, and take the drop down to the right and say that I know that these dates are in the format month, day, year. That is the key step. So finish that, click OK, and back in Excel, in the actual worksheet, we now see that it's converted these dates to UK format, but they are now the correct dates: the 27th of May, 21st of June, 3rd of June, and then 2 more 21sts of June. And we can prove that now by putting the filter on again, and click Filter, and take the drop down, and now I see that all of the dates, I've got no strings, it's all in date format. It knows that this whole section is a date, this whole column is a date. So lastly, suppose I want to ship this file on to somebody else, still in CSV format, but now corrected for UK date format. I can do that as well by doing File, Save As. From the Save As type here, I pick CSV, and I may as well call it Contact Sample UK. I'll just change that to OK, and I can click Save. Now I get two dialog boxes that come up when this happens. First of all, do I really want to just save it in CSV format because I can only save sheet 1? That's fine, so I click OK. And the second one is to say that I'm going to lose some functionality if I continue down the CSV route. Well, I know I'm going to do that, so I just click Yes. And then I can exit Excel. It'll ask me, do I want to save my changes? Well, I've just this second ago saved, so I don't need to save again, so don't save. And now I see I've got my UK file, and if I right click, open with Notepad so we can look at it completely raw, we'll see 27th of May, 21st of June, 3rd of June, 21st of June. So it successfully translated those dates. And that's it. That's how it is done. I hope that is of some use to people who are having problems with date conversion issues from US to UK date formats. Thanks for watching.